by the fine folks at EA Sports. I'm Al Michaels, joined by John Madden.
You know, that quarterback we just saw warming up is going to need to make sure his legs are ready, because this guy will be running him down all game. A lot of teams think that they can block him one-on-one, and by the time they realize they're wrong.
Decent kick. We should have a return from the 5. Using the stiff arm. The offense just about ready to call their first play of the game. Our EA Sports Coach Close-Up features 2 of the more meticulous coaches in the NFL. Mike Holmgren, who won a Super Bowl as the Packer head coach a few years back, continues to innovate in the West Coast offensive system. He favors single-back, multiple wide receiver sets, setting up the running game with screens and short passes to the flat. Second member of our EA Sports Coach Close-Up is Bills head coach Greg Williams, who plays a more conservative defensive scheme, normally focused on stopping the run and forcing the opposition to throw into man coverage against some of the most talented defensive backs in the NFL. John, as we look at the matchup, 2 teams that are evenly matched in a game that very likely goes down to the very end.
It sure looks that way, but that's exactly what's going to make this one so much fun to watch. They're both coming in here looking for a big win.
Good-looking play there as they pick up the first down and keep the drive alive. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 39. The backs are lined up in an I. Closing in. Gets the pass off. Great pass. Dumps the ball out to his receiver, and that'll bring up a first down.
First downs are critical in this game. And when the quarterback calls your number, you want to make sure you make the catch and don't mess something up.
Hasselback sets up. Under pressure. Throwing. Pass ball's incomplete. He got his hands on it, but the pass ball's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback did his job, and he delivered the ball right to him. He's going to have some explaining to do in the huddle.
Tosses it out to the right. Can't bring him down. So a pickup of maybe 3.
On the run. 3-yard gain on the play.
Buffalo comes out in their nickel package.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Drops back. Pressure coming. He's looking. Gets the pass off. On the money. Stevens was there to make the catch for the first down.
He's glad he made that catch. I'm sure the quarterback will look his way again when he needs another first down.
Alexander is the deep back. Alexander. Touchdown, Seahawks. And he takes it in for the score.
I didn't think he was going to get much. The next thing you know, boom, he's in the end zone.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point. And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. And so, John, we see this offense looking good and very pleased. They were able to put together a nice package of plays for a touchdown.
Well, football is all about trusting your teammates to make good decisions out there in the heat of the battle. When you can do that, everybody starts firing on all cylinders, and you can come up with drives like the one we just saw.
From the 11-yard line, we'll see if they can turn this first drive into points.
Number 87 on the return.
Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Campbell, the man in motion. Hand it off to the back. That's a 3-yard gain.
On the run. 3-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 8.
Lose it, Cowboy!
Number 41, the motion man. Again with the run. Lost about a yard.
On the carry. Loss of 2 on the play.
Using motion.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Drops back. Pressure. Gets rid of it. And his pass is completed. And they come up short after the catch.
On a pass play, there's no excuse for a play that doesn't carry the receiver past the first down mark.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. from the 29.
39-yard punt. Return for a gain of 2 yards.
They line up in the I formation.
At the 31-yard line. First and 10.
Hasselback gets set.
Get the ball.
Hand it off to the back.
Who needs to pass when you have a running game like this?
9-yard gain on the play.
Second and about 1. Ball on their own 40.
Set.
Dropping back, closing in with the throw. The 50 hits him in stride. He catches a floater for the first down.
And it's a good thing he caught it. You don't want to drop those passes that are sure first downs.
Through 1 quarter of play, separated by a touchdown. With the score, Seattle 7. Buffalo. The teams have switched sides and will start the second quarter. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 47-yard line.
90 ball. Set. Take him out.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets the pass off. Right on time. No problem picking up the first.
Yeah, you know, we're talking about putting a ball on a guy. The quarterback put that ball in the receiver perfectly.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
We got nothing.
Pass play here on first down. Under pressure. With the pass. Almost intercepted. John, I don't know how they didn't pick that one off.
You know, he didn't pick it off, but at least he didn't let the receiver make the catch either. Still a pretty good effort.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. Hand it off to the back. 1 yard gain by the running back.
On the run, 1 yard gain on the play.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 25-yard line.
They got nothing.
Drops back. Pressure coming. He's looking. Throwing. And he hits his target.
Now, this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on third down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
7th play of this drive. To the air on first down. Gets the pass off. He just couldn't bring that one in.
He really should have had that one. He was in position to make the catch, but he forgot to catch the ball.
The backs are lined up in an I.
Ball on the 13-yard line.
Bust this grill, D. Let's go.
Dropping back. Pressure. He brought the quarterback down hard, and that's his first sack of the day. After the sack, they'll be looking at 3rd and long here.
Set. Sideline to sideline.
Closing in. Throwing. He hits his receiver. And he's brought down at the 5. That catch was his 4th. The quarterback likes to go to him more and more as the game moves along. Brown and the kicking team come on for this field goal attempt. Oh, it's a fake. Breaks the tackle. What was the coach thinking about going for it there?
I don't know what that coach was thinking. That's why you have special teams to play a game of field position.
It's 1st and 10.
Get in there. Here come the heat. Set.
The Bills using motion. Hand it off to the back. Stops the play in the backfield.
The defense will probably try and shoot the gaps for their linebackers, hoping to blow this play up in the backfield, which could mean 2 points.
Hit the ball.
Bledsoe gets set.
90 ball.
Dropping back. They give it to the halfback. So the halfback gets about 2 on the draw.
Gain of 2 on the play.
3rd and 10 coming up.
Sideline to sideline. Stay up. D.O. Forward.
Again with the carry. Good pickup of about 6.
6 on the play.
Mormon lines up in the backfield for the punt. It's the end of the second quarter with the score. Seattle 7. Buffalo 0.
We'll wait.
So let's pick up the action. Let's take a look at our halftime
The
stats.
home team will be kicking off to start the second half. Number 25 back deep to return.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance. From the 5-yard line. Stiff arm. Buffalo losing by 7. Heads back out.
Number 87 on the return.
We ain't got nothing. You got him. You got him.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
26-yard line. First and 10.
Stay, guys.
To the air on first down. Throws it. This pass is incomplete. It looked like he'd come up with it, but he just couldn't get it under control.
He did a nice job of getting off the line and getting into his pass pattern, but he had the ball bounce right off his fingertips.
Dropping back. Slings it to the outside. Perfect pass. And he's forced out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So it's third down and long.
Sideline to sideline. Sideline to sideline. Get the ball.
Under pressure with the throw, and he's unable to hang on to that one.
He got open, and the quarterback found him with a pass. He just couldn't get it under control.
Ingram sets up to run back the punt. Here's the punt. Plows ahead from the 49. The 30. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 28-yard line.
Stay, guys.
Gets the call. Room to run. He's at the 20.
Yeah, the defense has got to slow down this running game.
Second and short. Ball on the 18-yard line. Let's go to Melissa.
Good news, Al. The trainer said he did sustain an injury, but it doesn't appear to be anything serious. His return is probable.
Thank you. That was Melissa Stark. The update from the sideline. He showed some great moves on that play.
The offense won the battle at the line of scrimmage, and they blew the defenders off the line, opening holes for the runner to slide right through.
They give it to the halfback. Touchdown, Seattle. So he puts his head down and punches it in for the score.
It sure was. His lineman created a little push, and the back just slammed right in there and got past the goal line.
Alexander runs it into the end zone for the second time. The kick is up, and he tacks on the extra point. And so they didn't have very far to go and were able to take advantage of that and get the touchdown.
I think when they took the field, they saw how close they were to the end zone. They took it upon themselves to make sure the drive got them a touchdown, not just a field goal. That's a great job by the offense to understand the situation and make the most of it.
From the 5-yard line. On their last drive, it was 3 plays and out, and now the offense comes out onto the field once again. First and 10. Ball on their own 22. Gets the call. Gets the pass off. That one hit him in the hands, but it just couldn't hang on.
Pretty good play call on that one. Everything happened just as it's brought up. Just couldn't hang on to it.
Come on, get up. We got nothing.
Bledsoe gets set. Dropping back. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. And this pass is completed. Reed never took his eyes off the ball and made the catch.
That receiver has it all. He can run and catch with the best of them. The defense better make sure that they have him covered.
You got him, you got him.
Henry, the deep man. Gets the pass off. And it's intercepted. Jets the tackle. Simmons was all over that one.
This defense is very disciplined. They never seem to be out of position on plays like that.
Pass him back. Sets up. Hands it off to the back. Loses the defender. Running back picks up about 7 yards.
7-yard gain on the play. Second and 3. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Get. Bring the pain. Set.
Looking upfield. Alexander couldn't pick up any blocking on that play.
The defense is always very aggressive when defending the run. They're extremely disciplined. They get off their blocks very quickly. Makes it tough to find openings when you're running the ball.
Hasselback gets set. Pressure with the pass. Almost got it. They're lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Yeah, the defender was...
Seattle will call a timeout here. That's their first. Brown looking to make a good kick here. And it's up. The try is good. And with that right there, they've now scored 17 unanswered points.
They just can't seem to stop him.
45 back deep to return.
Nice distance. Give the defense a lot of credit on that last possession as they were able to force the interception. Let's see what happens this time. He hands it off, setting up play action, gets the pass off. Nice adjustment. He did a good job converting for the first right there.
The receiver did a good job of getting open enough just to toss it in there.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 33.
You know you got, D. Come on. Get to the ball.
Henry is the deep back.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Henry. The running back gets about 3. Seattle might have difficulty covering all 5 receivers with a base 4-3 defense.
Bulldog under. Get at it.
Pumps once with the pass, and it's complete. Bledsoe flings that pass in there.
Now that is a great throw. The quarterback surveyed the field, found the open guy, and got the ball to him in a hurry.
And we'll start the 4th quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Hit him low. Sideline to sideline.
They'll go from the shotgun. Drops back, gets the pass off, and he makes the grab. Great throw to beat the zone.
I'll tell you, the defense has to do a better job of coming up and clamping down on the receiver whenever he enters their zone.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
We got nothing.
Gets rid of it. The defense has it. He has to move. The 40. The defender was all over that one.
He just stepped in front of that one. He saw his opportunity, and boom, he took it.
Alexander, the deep man. Hand off to the tailback. Can't bring him down. He's at the 20. Alexander with a nice run and picks up the first down.
It was well executed. They hit their blocks, and the back found the right hole to get down the field and pick up a first down.
2-minute warning coming up. He'll get it again. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
On the carry.
They'll go from the I formation.
Second and 7. Ball on the 13-yard line.
Set.
Another run. Breaks free. Good gain on the ground gives them what they needed for a first.
That's just good running. They sent a couple of blitzes in to try and stop him in the backfield, but he just broke free and got past the sticks for a first down.
2 minutes to go.
Ball on the 1-yard line.
Come on now. That all you got? Eagle left. Set. Hut.
Handed off. Alexander couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running plays. Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem to be a big factor when the game's on the line.
Hand off to the tailback. Touchdown, Seahawks. Great rushing touchdown there.
Yeah, he knew where he wanted to go when he got there.
So he takes it into the end zone for the 3rd time today. They'll get set for the extra point. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. And now, John, they're just dominating with 24 unanswered points.
Heck, with the way they're playing right now, they could score 124.
45, back deep to return.
Good distance. From the 10. Ready now for the first play of the drive, and the defense will be looking for another pick.
They'll start the drive at the 22-yard line. First and 10.
Bring the pain. Set.
Throwing on first down with the pass. Incomplete pass.
They're going to make the quarterback keep throwing because it's the only way that they have a shot at coming back.
From the gun, using motion. With the throw. Great pass. Good throw, good catch to move the chains.
You know, as a receiver, all you have to do is get a step, and this guy's going to put the ball on you.
And they hurry up to the line. Closing in, guns it left side. Almost picked off. Didn't even see the defender, and it almost ended up as an interception.
Yeah, maybe he was expecting man-to-man, and they dropped into a zone. It threw off his reads and where he thought the defense was going to be.
Hit him low.
Man in motion. Dropping back, looking for an option, throwing, and it's intercepted. He has room at the 30, the 20, the 10. The defender is there to make the play.
He just jumped right up there and picked that ball off.
This one is just about in the books. The backs are lined up in an eye. Hand off to the tailback. Whew, what a stiff arm. Touchdown, Seattle.
Here's how they got in on that one. They just can't bring him down, and he plows into the end zone for the score.
They'll get set for the extra point. And it's on its way, and the extra point is good. The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 25, back to return.
Short kickoff. From the 14. The Bills have their work cut out for them as they take over at the 26. First and 10. Ball on their own 26. Henry is the deep back. He'll pass on first down. Flings it to the outside. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
I bet you as soon as he let that go, he was wishing that he could have it back, because that could easily have been an interception.
We're just about down to 1 minute. Drops back with the pass. Runs through the tackle. Fumble. They'll be facing a long third down play here. Ball on their own 27. Under pressure, gets the pass off. No catch on that pass ball.
It looked like he had it, but he just couldn't get it under control.
He's trying to pin them back as far as possible as he lines up for his third punt. From the 35-yard line.
37-yard.
Looking to end the game, they'll probably call a simple run play here.
At the 37-yard line. First and 10.
Hand it off to the back. 4, maybe 5 yards on that carry. 2nd and 6.
On the play.
Ball on their own 41. Alexander is the deep back.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Pressure coming. Looking for a receiver. And he got good penetration, and that led to the sack.
You got to give a lot of credit to this defensive line. They got a good push in the middle, and he was right there to bring them down.
Give it to the halfback. Great play in the backfield by Fletcher. I think they'll punt here with not much time left in the game.
A good high punt is the best bet, so they can't get a good return on it.
Shaw is back to receive this kick. They run a fake. And even though they're well ahead, they went for it and came up short.
But at this point, they're just trying to run up the score. Of course, you don't appreciate that if you're the other coach, but the turnover should not hurt them.
They got nothing.
Throws it. Incomplete, so he can't come up with it.
Looked like he had it, but the thing just popped right out of there.
With the game pretty much over, let's see if they try a Hail Mary here. Not much left they can do here. Even if they score, it's still over.
8-yard line.
Pressure, gets the pass off, nearly intercepted. 3rd and long. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Back off, DB. Now the ball. Get the ball.
Closing in, throws it. Kunk makes the stop at the 10-yard line. And time runs out. The game is over. The final score is Seattle 31, Buffalo 0.